Alright everybody, what is up? As always, thanks for tuning in to another Moto John video today. Today we're taking a look at the Harley 2021 virtual launch event for the new model year. So as you guys saw in my last video, I was on the website taking a look at the 2020s and kind of like what we thought was coming up for 2021, of what we knew so far and what we were maybe expecting or what we were maybe hoping for. And as we know, on January 19th, Harley did this virtual live event. It's still on the website. You can go over and pop over, take a look at that if you haven't seen it yet. But I'm assuming most of you have probably already tuned in when it aired, or tuned in when it was live. Probably a lot of you have seen it. So with that said, I would love to hear some of your feedback on what you thought about it. Did they get it right? Did they get it wrong? How was the event in your opinion? And what do you think of these new, I'll put quote unquote, new models, or the new lineup, I guess I would say, for 2021. So we're going to take a look at the event here. Like I said, it's still up on the site. I'm sure a lot of people tuned in live. It wasn't even actually live, which was kind of disappointing. It's just kind of a pre-produced type of thing that they posted, which, I mean, I guess it was fine. I guess they did the best with what they could. I mean, I was pretty excited for this. I thought this would be an awesome opportunity for them to really kind of bring the global motorcycle community to this event, announce some new stuff, have like a cool production. As you can see here, they did a little bit of an intro to kind of get people excited. They popped on Jason Momoa right here. He's like their big ambassador for whatever reason. And then the CEO, Johan Zeitz, he popped in for a quick little message. I'm not going to watch this whole thing, but just to give you an idea of what it was and kind of how it played out. We're going to let that video run up in the corner as we scroll through some of this new stuff here. So here's the message from Johan Zeitz. But anyways, I was a little disappointed. I think it fell a little flat. I was hoping for something that was actually kind of live, you know, where they're pulling out the bikes or something. I don't know what I expected, but anyways, we're going to take a look at kind of everything else that kind of played out through here. So as the video went on, or as the event went on, you know, they were talking to some of the designers, you know, some of the people involved in building the bikes, designing the bikes, all that good stuff. But we're going to start to take a scroll over. There was the opportunity to see some rider stories in here. That's always kind of cool in my opinion. You get to kind of see some other riders, some backgrounds, people who've partnered with Harley, stuff like that. But really, it starts to dive right into the CVOs. So again, there wasn't a whole lot new, and I think that's the big thing that Harley's going to get knocked on for this. Like I said, you know, I don't think they had an opportunity to really do a whole lot new because of shutdowns with coronavirus, you know, minimal production shutdowns. They just didn't have the opportunity to fine-tune anything new that they were working on. One of the new things that we see here with the CVOs, and I believe the specials as well, is the updated sound with Rockford Fosgate. There's a new heated and cooled seat as well. So right here we've got the 2021 CVO Street Glide. Of course, the big thing everybody's going to say, you know, there's new paint jobs. I mean, that's like the only thing that's new, really. But we do have these new cast laced wheels right here. Those look pretty cool with the CVOs. They're always about the bigger engine. It's got the 117, the bigger wheels, CVO Street Glide, CVO Road Glide, CVO Limited, and CVO Tri Glide. Again, not a whole lot new there. And I mean, I think we all kind of had our hopes up, but I mean, I think we all kind of knew deep down not much was changing. So now we're going to slide over into the specials, and this is one cool thing. So we've got a Road Glide right here. You're going to start to see that transition from the black finish to chrome. I think that's cool that they're finally having that as an option. You can get the chrome or the black finish in the specials this year for 2021. We're going to slide over here. So there's the 21 Street Glide special. Again, you can get that in black or chrome finishes. Specials are all pretty much staying the same. Street Glide special, Road Glide special, and Road King special. So coming up next, this is where I think people did get a little bit excited, and this was probably one of the best things, one of the coolest things. The Street Bob is back. There was some rumors that the Street Bob was going to get cut. I'm not going to lie, I fell into that rumor as well. But the Street Bob is back. It was not cut. It was actually upgraded to the 114, which I think that's a pretty smart move on their part. I think this is really going to help the sales of the Street Bob, and we're going to take a look at the site in a minute. I don't believe the price went up that much. So Street Bob with new paint, Kind of got the pillion pad there for the passenger. You get your passenger pegs, some new paint jobs, and the 114, which is awesome. I think that's probably the biggest surprise that everyone's going to talk about this year is the 114 going into the Street Bob. You guys know I love the Street Bob, and that's going to definitely kind of impact my decisions on a future bike now that it's got the 114 in it, so that's pretty cool. And then finally finishing off with the Fat Boy over here, the iconic muscle cruiser type Harley. Fat Boy was coming back. That's pretty iconic. I think we all knew that that was going to come back. So like I said, I mean, this event, I think it was a little lackluster. We're going to pull up this video just a little bit more here. We're going to make it full screen, slide through some of this. I thought it was just a little bit, I mean, I just kind of fell flat. I mean, I know we weren't expecting too many changes and things like that, but I mean, it's cool to hear these guys' background on, you know, what they were thinking with some of the paint and some of the fit and finishes and the designs and different things like that. But I mean, in the end, this stuff is pretty much all the same. So let's kind of slide up through here. I mean, this was, I mean, I watched it. It was fine. We got the intro to the Street Bob with the 114 now. So, I mean, that's really it. Like I said, with shutdowns, lockdowns, lack of production, all that stuff, I don't think we were really expecting too many changes. And like I said, I think 2022 is where we're actually going to start to see some real significant changes within the lineup and to the motors. I think we're going to see a lot more of the Revolution Max engine and some changes to kind of performance and tech and different things like that. I think 2022 is where we're really going to start to see some of those changes. So now we're going to kick it over to the Harley website, kind of recap this lineup one more time. So we've got the Sportsters listed under the street section here. I don't know why they call these the street section or whatever. I guess maybe because Sportsters are a lot of urban street type riding. Why don't they just call it Sportster? Whatever. So we've got the 3 Sportsters that we were expecting, the 883, the 1200, and the 48. So the Iron 883 went up in price by about $600. The 1200 and the 48 appeared to be the same price as last year. Again, very minimal changes. You've got your different paint options, and that's really it. And the Roadster is gone like we expected. You've got the Street 750, Street Rod got axed, and the Roadster is gone. Like I said, I thought that was a cool bike, but it's gone. Must not have been selling as well as some of the others. So that's the 3 Sportsters we're left with for this year. Let's take it down into electric. We knew the live wire was going to be there. Again, I think that's here to stay for a little while. It might go through some changes here and there, but I think that's going to stay for a little while. Not much to say on the live wire. So next we'll scroll down into the cruisers. This is where we're going to find all of our Softail models. This is where a lot of changes really took place. So we've got the Softail Standard, we've got the Street Bob. This is what I think everybody's going to be talking about this year is the Street Bob 114. I think that was a smart move to throw that 114 in there. I think it's going to be in high demand as well. And I think the price point makes sense also, $14,999. I think the old price with the 107 was $14,500. So I think this price kind of matches the what you're getting there with the performance and the function. I think this was a good move right here. I think that's a winner. Softail Slim, not much to say there. Coming back, same bike as it was, some different paint options. Lowrider S, again, the regular lowrider we see is cut. We've got the Sport Glide with the paint matched bags. Also another really good move. I think that's going to help that bike sell a lot. Fat Bob and Fat Boy are back in the lineup 2021. Both pretty iconic Harleys, the Fat Bob and the Fat Boy. So what's missing, like we thought, the FXDR, the Deluxe, the regular lowrider, and the Breakout are gone. I was saying the Breakout was gone. I did have some guy comment that it was coming back and that I should know my facts, but I don't see it here. So I don't know that it's coming back for 2021 unless it gets like a mid-year kind of revamp or release or something. I know sometimes they do that. They'll release a bike mid-year with kind of some cool updates or changes, so that could be coming. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But as of right now, Breakout, not on the website. It is gone. So let's take it down into touring next. This is where everything stayed pretty standard. You got your Electric Glide Standard, Heritage Classic, Road King, Road Glide, Street Glide, Road King Special here, and then your Road Glide Special, Street Glide Special, Road Glide Limited, and then your CVOs, of course, the Ultra Limited, the Street Glide, the CVO Road Glide, and the CVO Limited. So I mean, that's the lineup. Not a whole lot of changes here. I mean, every time they come out with new paint, I mean, it is kind of exciting, even though it's just paint. They do have, in my opinion, kind of the best looking, most high quality paint jobs in the game. That's my opinion anyways. It always looks kind of, the Harleys always have the best fit and finish in my opinion. So then of course we've got the trikes down here. I don't need to take too much look at those. I thought maybe the freewheeler would be gone. I said that in my last video, but it's still there. So yeah, some of those changes, there is talk of a different ECM this year as well, where apparently you're not going to be able to tune your own bike. It's going to have to be done directly at Harley. I don't have too much info on that yet. We also have the new cable clutch that's cable this year for the touring. They're going back to the cable clutch, no longer the hydraulic clutch. That's another change everyone's kind of been talking about since some of these were released. So yeah, that's just about everything there. I mean, some new paint, some new speakers on the bigger bikes. I mean, that's it really. I mean, as far as the event, it was a little lackluster in my opinion. Just kind of that pre-produced, video and things like that. It was kind of cool to see some of these new paint jobs, a few, some different fit and finish here and there. But like I said, I don't know that we were really expecting too many changes. I know we all wanted some big new changes, like release the Bronx, release the 1250 Custom, but like I keep saying, I just don't think they had enough time to kind of fine tune some of those things with, production shutdowns and restrictions and all that type of thing. I think 2022 is the year we start to see some changes from Harley. That could have been planned to be this year. We don't know. Maybe it got thrown off by the coronavirus and shutdowns. Maybe it had to be delayed. I think there is some new innovative stuff on the horizon in 2022. Maybe we even get a couple surprises halfway through this year, towards the end of this year. Maybe they do release that future custom, the 1250. Maybe something else comes out. Of course, we got the Pan America coming out in February with its own release. I'll be tuning into that for sure. So again, like I said, let me know what you guys thought of the virtual event. I think it fell flat, didn't quite live up to the hype I was hoping for. Let me know what you think of some of these new bikes. If you want to, can't call them new models really, they're just the same bikes with different paint. But let me know what you think of this 2021 lineup. I'll be interested to hear everybody's thoughts, of course. So as always, ride safe out there. We're going to be back on the bike next week for next week's video. So if you like what we do here at the Moto John, make sure you click that subscribe button, like this video, drop me a comment down there. As always, it's Moto John. We'll see y'all on down the road. Peace.